Welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164, where gravity and mass meet friction and the ramps decide the results. I finally remembered to say ramps. Okay, so today is going to be all about the 164 scale quarter mile drag strip. So we've got four more that are going to enter it in today. First one will be the Mad Manga. All right. It's the police vehicle there. This thing did not do kind of well. This little, I don't know. I don't know what the whole manga thing kind of made it tough coming down the short form drag strip, but maybe it'll do better on the 164 scale drag strip because it's a little bit of a smoother like turn. So we'll see. Then the next up, these are just kind of in order of how we actually tested these on the short form drag strip. Outside of the top 10 fastest with rubber tires versus plastic tires. So that Manga plastic tires. We got plastic tires for the Gladiator, the Jeep Gladiator. Then we have the Shelby GT500. Again, plastic tires, looks pretty sharp. And then those three are Hot Wheels, I believe. And then this is the Greenlight. This is the John Wick 429, the Boss, right? So with the rubber tires. So we'll see. It was kind of at the bottom end of speed for the short form drag strip, but we'll see how it does on the 164 scale, right? So why don't we say, and I should have done this right away. I hope you guys please subscribe, like the videos. I'd appreciate it. But if you want to subscribe, last I looked, we were at 62. Getting close to 66. We hit 66. I'm giving away the Hot Wheels Silver Series Batmobile box set, brand new. I keep talking about this 1966 model of the Batmobile. I did a video a while back, and with four of them, which included Faster Than Ever casting line, Faster Than Ever line, the Silver Series line, and two other kind of like line level lines, I guess, that were in there of those castings. So again, that was a few videos back. Hopefully you'll check it out. I was very surprised by the results. Also, the two Easter eggs out there, I've already given the shout out. We got Mystery TV, who actually won the John Wick in blister pack. It's still in its pack. So this is what it looks like. Oh, there we go, out of it. That's what he's going to be sent as soon as I get his address info. This will be what I'll be sending. And then the other one, the first one that was found, which was the second one that was available, this one here, Coolest Metalis. Okay. So as soon as I just got to kind of firm up something with your address, if you haven't done so yet, I replied to your info. I just wanted to confirm a little something on your address to make sure that I properly get it on there, so when I ship it to you, you'll end up getting it. Okay, so and then also as of this video, which is being shot the evening of July 16th, I know Mystery TV, you said you had sent me something via direct message. I didn't see it, and I double checked it, and I sent you a follow-up on that on your note as well. So as soon as I get your address, you'll be, I'll get that out to you I'll get that out to you, next day, or maybe same day, depending on when the address comes in. All right, so here we go. Enough about that. I say let's head over this way. If you guys want to come over with me, we're going to go over there. We're going to head up on the track, and then we're going to run these four cars. They're going to do their 3 laps. We'll take the average of the 3, and then we'll figure out where if they're going to, if any of them enter in the top 10 based on the 2 tracks, or if they are just still going to be sort of just looking pretty on the side. Doesn't matter. We're going to have fun doing it. So why don't you join me? All right, let's get it. All right, run 1 for Mad Manga. Always fall off the ladder. Thank goodness it's not a tall one. Here we go. Gonna head into my spot so we can get a good showing. And we are going to start off with the first run. Woo! All right, that thing moved pretty good. Much better, I think, than on the short form drag strip. 4.83. Let's see how run 2 goes. Okay, we're about to do heat number 2, lap 2 of Mad Manga. That's the remote. Here we go. on that quarter mile. 4.96, a little bit faster. Yeah. Well, I don't know that it's going to break into the top 10, but it's actually performing a little better than I expected, given its performance. But again, on the short form drag strip, but this is a pretty smooth track with that bend. 4.77, not bad. This car surprised me on this track, but I'm glad to see it. All right, we're about to move to the Jeep here in a bit. Okay, you can see this one barely fits in, but should be able to get through that. And this is what it looks like heading down the ramp all the way down there. So let's see how she does for the first run for the Jeep Gladiator. Here we go. As soon as I get it dialed in. All right, made it to the end. Not too fast, but it's because it's pretty wide for this track. 2.79 miles per hour actual speed. Once again, I'll go over the scale speeds at the end, but 2.79 is pretty slow. All right, lap 2 for the Jeep Gladiator. .87, a touch faster. Okay, lap 3. Oh, 3.06. It got faster every time. Right on. Okay, we're moving up to the Mustang Boss. Excuse me, the Mustang Shelby. Not the Boss yet. The Mustang Shelby. All right, Shelby. Yes, the Shelby is about ready to go for its first run. Let's see how she does. Whoo! 6.21. That's pretty smoking. Let's see how the next two go. So that first run was pretty fast. Let's see how heat 2 goes. .33. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Heat 3 for the Shelby. Let's see if we can get down to track level a little bit. .24. Okay, on to the last one, which is the John Wick's Mustang, the Boss 429er. All right, we got it ready to go. The John Wick Mustang from the first movie. Great movie, but I like the character even better. Run number 1, the 1/64 scale quarter mile drag strip. Oh no, it didn't quite make it. Are we going to have another vehicle that doesn't make it all the way, like with the Ferrari? Got 2 more tries. So we know this is rubber tires, so we know those cars are going to be a little bit slower, but you know, they should be able to make it with the momentum that they're building from the top. I think this one had a little issue with the axle. Did you get it this? Okay, .092 by the time it made it through, but this is definitely not going to be a contender for a top 10 spot. But we're going to still run it through number 3. Round 3 for the John Wick Mustang Boss 429er. I got to tell you, I love the look of the car. It looks great. Good materials, but the ramp does not care what it's made out of. It doesn't care what the brand is or whose car it is. Yeah, it comes out a little wonky, didn't it? Wow, that car is, it is what it is. Did not finish. Yeah, you can even see this particular one. And it's a little bit rough, but, it looks great. We're going to give a little bit of a showdown. Gets kind of a view of it. Oh, well, hey, you know, not all of them are going to be winners, but they all look great. All right, we're back at 164 scale diecast happiness. This is Peak Speed Lab 164, where gravity, mass, speed, friction, and the ramp decides the results. I'm Strick. Hopefully you're subscribed. Hopefully I'd ask you to like the videos as we go. Again, I've done this a gazillion times. You know what happens when we hit 66? We've been watching the video, so we're close. We got 4 more to hit before that giveaway happens. All right, how did these 4 vehicles do? Surprise, the car that I didn't think was going to actually finish, which was going to be this Mad Manga, actually did pretty smoothly. So you saw, I'm not going to go over each lap. You saw what the lap results were, but I'll go over the average and then the scale speed average. So the average speed, 4.85 with 7.3 miles per hour. Scale speed, 310, so 310.61 and 5.3s after it, miles per hour. So not bad. It looked actually pretty smooth on the track. The short form drag strip, when you hit the bottom, has kind of a, almost like a jolty, there's no real bend to it. So, you know, this little, this sort of like apparatus here, I don't know what you call this little platform it has, kind of probably hit that pretty hard, slows it down on this. But for the 164 scale quarter mile drag strip, it didn't do too badly. All right. Then we have the Jeep Gladiator, which I wasn't sure was gonna even make it because it's pretty wide. I know it fits just inside it, but hey, the average speed was 2.90666667 miles per hour with a scale speed of 186.02666667 miles per hour. So, you know, not bad for a car that really chunky tires. You know, we got some, I don't know if you can see these too well, you know, a little bit of tread on them. A lot of friction this thing had to deal with. The next up, this Mustang GT Shelby. This is the GT500 Shelby. This thing was kind of cruising. So, take a look in the description. It'll have the results, the standings in the description. I don't know what they are yet because I got to plug these in and we'll compare them to everything else. But that Shelby average was 6.26 miles per hour, which resulted in a scale speed of 400.64 miles per hour. So that's like pretty up there. Then finally, so I didn't think the Mad Manga would finish. I thought the John Wick Mustang Boss would finish. This thing has some pretty good weight to it, and I thought, you know, with the rubber tires, it would push through. Now, this thing came out of the box with the rear axles a little off, but I still figured it would finish. It did not finish. I mean, it had one lap where it sort of barely made it in there, but it 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 doesn't really count because you have 2 definitely didn't make it in there, and the one it sort of just made it. So did not finish. It's not going to be a contender, at least not this particular one. Now, the one in the box I'm sending out, maybe, but these were both brand new. You know, nothing. This hasn't been through the ringer. This wasn't like I got it used or bought it from, you know, off eBay or something. It was already in box from a store, you know. So anyway, that's where we are. The next 4 here, we've got more to come. Hopefully you're checking out these other videos because we've got a whole bunch of, you know, as I mentioned in a previous video, as of today, we're at like 22 brands in the lab, of which we've tested 8. So we've tested 8 brands across 5 countries. We've got a total of 22 brands that span 7 countries. So got a lot going on here in the lab, a big queue to work through, a lot of fun stuff to like enjoy. Got some special things happening, you know, Harley Davidson. We got some speed racer stuff still to come. Got some other specialty vehicles still to come. So once again, you know, please feel free to chime in if you got questions, if there's anything that you want to see moved up to the front of the queue, if you got any questions about the process, anything like that, you know, hey, I reply as quickly as I'm able to. I usually check check in, a few times a day if I'm able to. Anyway, again, I'm Strick with Peak Speed Lab 164, where gravity and mass meet friction and the ramps decide the result. And we got 4 more here in the books for the 164 scale quarter-mile drag strip. We'll see you on the next one, okay? Cheers.